What's good? What's good? It's your boy Q. I'm just finna go over a couple tips in this video. Yeah, give y'all a couple tips to speed up your workflow, allow you to do things more efficiently, a little faster. Um, Hopefully this stuff helps. So I'm gonna go through it real quick. I might go a little fast over some of this stuff, so be ready to press rewind or pause and take notes or whatever you need to do. So some of the stuff I already did, but I'm gonna explain some of it to you. Um, First thing you want to start doing, name your channel rack. That's the first thing you need to do. So you see you got kick down here. I'll go ahead and do the spell correction. Right? Oops. Right? So get all that named. Once you get everything named, highlight everything. Go to color selected. Click random. Boom. So now you got everything colored. So now you got everything selected and colored. Excuse me. Now click on your mixer. Go to the second track. Right click. Channel routing. Route selected channel starting from this track. Now you see all the track names and colors are identical to what's going on the channel rack. So that right there should save you a bunch of time out the gate. So as soon as you, excuse me, I've been waiting on that for a couple minutes now. As soon as you put your sounds in your channel rack, name it right out the gate. And then when you got all your sounds, do the color thing. And that's when you start sending them to the mixer after you do all that. And that'll save you the time of having to color and name tracks 2-3 different times. You could do some similar stuff in the playlist. I haven't really quite figured out if you could do this yet with regular patterns in the playlist, but you could do it with audio clips, no problem. So as you can see, these audio clips, they already match the channel rack. All you gotta do to make your playlist match is click auto name. Wow. Now if you decided to change this and wanted it to match, change it and then click auto name clips and it'll change the clip. It'll change the one in the channel rack too. So yeah, that's that. When it comes to routing tracks, to save yourself time having to reroute stuff out the gate, oops, select everything and get it routed before you start doing anything. That way, if you decide to route something or reroute something, blase, any routing that you knew you had to do in the beginning, it won't change. Because if you start setting up, let's say you wanted to side chain a kick drum to a bass or something, and you already side chained all the basses and synths and all that stuff to your kick drum, if you decide to, let's say, send all of these to a send over here, or make your own send or bus, whatever you want to use, it's gonna unroute your kick drum and all those routings you had going on. So make sure you keep that in mind. Make sure you do your routing in a proper sequence so you don't unroute anything on accident and have to redo your work. With automation, think about that as you're making the beat. Think about the effects and stuff that you're using. Let's say on this lead, as a matter of fact, like I said, you want to route everything. I already did that. So I know on this beat that I want to use a filter of some sort. Not really sure what kind of filter. I guess I'll just grab a low pass filter right quick. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link that to a controller right away. Lost my train of thought for a second there. Wow. So I got that link right away. And I would do that a couple times with, you know, the stuff that I already know that I want to do to this beat. Just get all that stuff done ahead of time. So that way, as I'm making the beat, be like, oh yeah, I want to use that filter right here in the hook, let's say. What are you doing, dude? Right? You just right out the gate, hit record, add it in, because you already got it routed. Done deal. So, you know, stuff like that. A new one that I didn't realize that you could do, which I'm sure is actually pretty old. You click this button right here, right? I got what, 9 mixer tracks, so I'm gonna move 9 of these. I wonder if I just so happen to have 9 sounds. I'm gonna move 9 of these in order of my faders on my controller here. So starting with the first sound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Unfortunately, there's more sounds than that. That's alright though, I got knobs too. I suppose I can go on and do the rest of them. 10, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there you go. So I moved them in order of what they are in the mixer along my controller here. Now keep in mind, you probably want to make sure that you got all your sounds in order that you want them in before you do that, because then it's going to throw everything out of order and you're going to have to redo that too. But right now, as far as I can tell, I ain't going to be moving too much around, so I don't really mind. So yeah, you got your whole, whatchamacallit, set up right there. So now as I'm starting to work on the beat and I start mixing, I already know track 1, 2, and 3, blah, 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 in that order on my MIDI controller, and I can start adjusting stuff along the way. Now another thing to keep in mind, if you decide to link your controller to another device, I mean another plug-in or another anything really, it'll disconnect from that. So you'll have to reset it up or whatever, reconnect it. Which again, you can do just by clicking the button and then moving what you need to connect it to. First move what you need to connect it to, and then move what you want to connect it to or connect it with. I don't know if none of that made sense. I hope you get what the hell I'm trying to say. I just can't get that one out. I'm just gonna move on. That couldn't work out right if my life depended on it. Let's see, what else can I teach you that speeds up the workflow? Oh, for example, in this beat, I actually had to save this beat because we don't have this plugin anymore on our computer. So it just so happened that a computer on my network is still running Windows XP because of this particular problem. This plugin, which is hypersonic, by the way, I don't know why ours don't work. I guess it's just an old version or something. I never updated it, but the computer just so happened to be running in Windows XP, so it got hypersonic on there. So when I come across the beats that got hypersonic in it, I just drop it on that computer on the network and render out the track into a wave track, a wave file. And what ends up happening is, because I'm lazy, I just render out the whole track, and those get pretty big. So if you find something that's repetitive, like it just so happened, I know this is repetitive, all of this is actually. Make sure your grid is online. Make sure the track is lined up. That don't even look like it's lined up. So I'm gonna back up a bar just in case. And I'm just gonna clip out one of those sections. Get my pencil or my paintbrush, click the little thing right there, and click make unique as sample. And then I'll delete the other ones and replace it with that. Make sure I put them in the right spot though. Right. Now once you get through doing that, and you get through making your beat, a lot of times you got sounds that you didn't use or that you don't want anymore. So what you do is, to do all that at the same time, go to macros or tools, macros, select unused channels. Once you do that, is it right click or Yeah, right click on the other channels that you don't want, right? I don't have any, but right click on the other channels that you don't want to highlight those too, and then click this, and then click delete selected. I ain't gonna do that because for some reason Sonar is highlighted, and I got a feeling that I'm actually using that. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But oh, okay, that was the clip I just pulled out. Never mind. So yeah, we could do that. So that's already selected. Delete selected. Wow. So now that's fixed. And as you can see, that should have dropped. You're freeing up RAM and everything. See, that look like it's all repetitive. I don't know how big that WAV file is. This beat is how many minutes long? 4.5 minutes. So that's got to be upwards toward 80 megabytes, maybe more, for each track that I'm pulling out. So I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna do this right away, because once I'm done making this video, I don't really need to mix this beat. Once I'm done with this video, I'm actually about to send it over to my production partner. So this is actually gonna save me a little bit of transfer time. That's another tip too. When you see stuff need to be done, go ahead and knock it out right away. The trade-off on that though is don't ever do something that's gonna throw you off your creative groove though. Don't interrupt your creative groove. I'm gonna actually leave that one. I don't feel like cutting down the points on that one to where I would need to cut it. So I'm gonna do that same trick again. For some reason, I feel like I messed up. I think I did. Goofy ass cat. There you go. Alright, so to fix that, I don't know what that sound is, so I'm just gonna actually show you that trick again. So name it to whatever you need to name it. You see the clip changed or whatever, right? Click auto name. So, what else can I show you? Loading files. Fruity Loops is very, very drag and drop capable. Let's say you got a little hi-hat sample. See, I ain't got my headphones on, so I can't really hear what's happening. But let's say this was a hi-hat loop or something you wanted to use. If it's just a loop, and you know, sometimes the loops already are synced to the tempo or whatever, just drag it onto the playlist, bow. And then you get the auto name and everything right out the gate, and you just use it that way. So it's one way you could do it, or you can just drag and drop it on there. You can drag and drop it on any waveform window. For instance, this is the channel settings window. You can just drag and drop your sound on there. Or if you so happen to have Edison open, you don't have to open up Edison like that. You can just drag and drop it on there if you wanted to edit it. It don't look like it's loading for some reason. Let me grab one off the desktop right quick. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, that's why. Some type of issue with my Edison. I'm like, damn. It's supposed to be working. Anyways, hopefully I can still function. Tip, if you ever have an issue like that, hurry up and save your beat. Me, I got autosave going on, and it was already saved before I started doing this video. So I'm not really concerned about losing nothing. But save after everything you do. Save, save, save. Control S is the easy way to save. if you're saving to free loop zip folders, which I recommend that you do, quick way to save if your beat is already created and saved, so you already got a file that exists or whatever, just hit Control S, hit enter, and then hit Y. And what that is, the combination is save, and then it's gonna hit save again, which is, you know, is gonna try to stop you from saving over the existing file or whatever. And then Y is obviously yes or whatever, and it's gonna automatically select yes and then save over it. And you wait a couple seconds and it replaces the zip file. So as you can see, I'll push it right quick. You see how quick you can save just by doing that. See what I'm saying? And that was actually kind of slow. And now it's saving. Now the warning on that one is only use that when you know for a fact that you save into the correct name. Because you're going to start doing it so fast, you're not going to see if you're about to accidentally save over something. That's why you got to press yes. It's warning you, do you want to save over this? Okay, so that's done saving. I suppose it probably was already. I didn't look. What other shortcuts can I show you? Other ways to automate. If you know you're going to be using the automation over and over again, like the exact same automation, you can either record it manually or you can create an automation clip. But what I suggest you do is just highlight the part. That is, if you're going to use an automation clip, highlight the part and then create the automation clip. And then do what you got to do with it. I ain't going to mess with that. Do what you got to do with it, and then you can just copy and paste that little clip wherever you need to put it. Again, sometimes you might want to actually just do it over the whole beat, create an automation clip over the whole beat, and then do what you got to do across the whole beat, because sometimes your automations ain't going to be the same. And that's just if you want to do it the click way. So right click to make a point, and you know, do what you got to do. You can go in here. All this stuff is easy ways to just hurry up and do quick automation or whatever. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Right. So what else can we do? Oh, I just want to point out to you, this button works for a lot of stuff. Like you see this, I moved that. Damn, it didn't work. But it do work for this stuff over here though. At least it did. No. I just updated Fruity Loops. It worked before. You lied to me, looking ass nigga. Me learn. No. Huh. I wonder what's going on with that. It used to work. Something changed. Oh. Well, we'll have to wait for another video to explain that one. I'm gonna have to figure out what changed about that. What else can I show you? 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 Oh, let's say you got I don't know, a sample pack or somebody's wave files from a song or something, and you need to load in all the files or whatever. The easiest way to do that is, first of all, tell them to name those files, and then go to the folder, highlight all the files you need to import into the program. Go to the program and make sure the playlist is up. And you can literally just drop that file or those files onto the playlist, and they'll drop in the order that you drop them in, and they'll be named. And you just come here and color them and send them to the mixer, and there you go. start mixing and mastering. Blase, whatever you need to do. It's so much. It's just so much that I can show you. I'm starting to run a blank because I can't really think of it. What else? I guess I'll just show you some sidechain tricks right quick. How to sidechain. The quick way to do it. Where's my kick? So I take my kick. I highlight the track that the kick is on. I'm going to be sidechaining the bass, so I go here, right click that, and go to sidechain of this track. So now that's my sidechain line. Now I go to the bass track, add a limiter, click on the compressor mode, turn that off, turn the release down a little bit. You're going to want to adjust that according to your particular taste or whatever, or that particular sound. Threshold down, ratio up pretty high. I go about there sometimes. See what we get. Damn, I did freeze up Fruity Loops. I wonder, can y'all still hear me? That would suck if y'all can't hear me no more. Hello? Yeah, you can still hear me. Good. Damn, man. I want to show you. But that's how you sidechain. How you set it is really up to you. Oh, and make sure you remember to set the sidechain channel. In this particular case, the kick drum is the only sidechain link that I got going on, so that would be channel 1. So put this on 1, and then that's when it'll start working. If you don't cut that on, it won't work. You'll get a funny compression. It won't sound right. You'll know if you did it wrong. I don't know. I think I might just end this video. I'm drawing a blank now. I gave y'all quite a few tips right there. So I might go ahead and end this so I can make a new video. And it give me a little bit more content, my greedy self. So yeah, y'all have a good day. It's your boy Q, All Rise Productions. As you can tell, this wasn't scripted, so excuse me for the sloppiness of the video, of the commentary, should I say. So, signing out, allriseproductions.com. Check us out.